What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another great edition of No Love Philly, the podcast dedicated to artists, activists, musicians, comedians, breweries, basically anybody in, around, or passing through the city of brotherly love that makes this place as awesome as it is. Today, we have the first cast from Sensorium Music Festival, which was amazing. Fire dancers, DJs, bands, vendors. It was a wild time, man. People had a great time at that festival. So many thanks to Joe Vella for having us there. We got to meet so many new cool people, and this next guest was one of them, Steve. Steve runs an orange juice business, and he also runs an underground venue, a late hour spot, man. And it's crazy what he does. He will go out to the spots, the house shows and things, not like house venues, but like house music shows, or any other type of show. And as people are leaving those shows, he hands out flyers to tell them about the after party that's going on at his place. For real, legit. That's what he does. We talk all about that, man. We talk about how he got his start in the business, everything that he's been doing. We talk about, the way that he gets people to come into his spot. We talk about having the police on your payroll, which is pretty dope. But yeah, man, that's what we talk about. This is a really cool episode. I'm really happy I got to meet this guy. Super interesting. I truly respect his hustle, and like I really love the direction he's going, and I can't wait to see more of it. Like I want to go to this place. I want to see this in action. But he's a hustler, man. He hustles. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of what he does. But the spot does not have a name. But we'll talk more about that. You'll hear all about that here. But just think about that for a moment. Right when you're done, the party's over at one spot. He's hitting you up and saying the after party is here, and people are going there. We're talking about like a place that has a 400 to 600 capacity. And yeah, man, he has DJs and stuff going on after that. So the homie Steve is the after party. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Check it out.
Yeah.
And we are golden. It's happening. All right, man. So here we are at Sensoria, man, the very badass music festival. We're at the U Club, I guess.
Yeah. Right here off of Girard.
Yeah, right off of Girard. So you hit me up. You were selling orange juice, which I cannot fucking have. One of my favorite drinks in the world, but it kills me. But during that conversation we were having, you were telling me about a venue that you have. So I guess let's first start off with your name. Tell me a little bit about the orange juice, John, you got going on, and the venue you got.
So I'm Steve Monastero. I run Jus Glo and also Jus Juice. Jus Glo is we do a whole bunch of underground events. We bring different artists from the country, local.
You're gonna have to hold that super close, just so you know. Go for it.
Yeah, we bring different artists. Locally, nationally, more like after hours stuff. We go to like 5 in, big venue we got, indoor smoking, BYOB, kind of like under the radar stuff. Do like 3 or 4 parties there a month. We just had Akira, 5-0 man there. They're like big dubstep dudes from Scotland. That was a really good show. We got another show next Friday with Tantrum. He's from Kentucky. He's like kind of on the come up right now. And yeah, Just Juice is something we just started actually, like last week, because we didn't really have like a bar there or anything. So me and Nicholas here just built a bar, and we just were like, why not have fresh squeezed orange juice at 3 in? Like, where else are you gonna go to get orange juice at?
So let me ask this: where is the venue located?
It's right off of Girard, actually, the whole other way on Belmont. It's like 42nd and Girard.
All right, okay. So how long has this venue been in existence?
Probably about like 3 months, I'd say. 3-4 months now, so it's kind of fairly new. I've been doing parties for probably about like 5 years, though. Finding a whole bunch of different spots, like all throughout the city, like interviewing dudes on Craigslist. Like I go there and say I'm trying to do one thing, and halfway through, if I feel like they're up for it, I'm just like, well, look, bro, this is what I'm actually trying to do. You want to make some money for the night?
Hold on, pause. Go back. So, all right, that took a deep left turn. So, back up a little bit. What do you mean? Who are you interviewing on Craigslist?
Like not necessarily interview. Like say if somebody has a spot on there, they're like, I have this space for rent,
Okay.
or they want to lease it.
Got you.
I would tell them like, I'm an artist. I want to like store some stuff here. I go there and like I'm just kind of like sizing them up and like, telling them not really what I do, but like just like hinting to see what kind of person they are. And like if I'm feeling it, like maybe they would just want to make some money for a night. I'm like, well, look, dude, this is actually what I'm trying to do. This is how I have precautions to make sure it's going to be safe. And most of the time it has not worked, but like a couple times it worked for me. I found one spot I used for like 3 years and like a couple other spots. And like it's all about if they just want to make some money for the night. You know what I mean?
Right. So, what are some of the you're talking about precautions? What are some of the precautions that you have to take?
Well, I actually had a lieutenant on the task force. He was retired. He was like 20 years. He was he worked for the Philly police. He worked for me all the time. So like that's like a big, precaution with his team of people too. If cops were ever to come, they were just like, he knows them. He knows mostly all of them.
Well, so you would hire this dude for like security, quote unquote?
I met him before. Like, I don't know how I met this dude. Like, I was just like, I go around just like talk to people all the time, and his name was Omar, and he we were just like somewhere. I was telling him I did events. He said he did security. I didn't even know he was like a retired like lieutenant until like after the first couple shows. He's like, I'm a retired lieutenant, right? I'm like, for real? And he like showed like his badge and shit. I'm like, I'm about to have you for a long time. And I winded up doing it, and he was with me with the first party I did at the spot at Belmont, and he wound up actually passing away.
Oh, bummer, dude.
Yeah, which is like horrible. He had like a heart attack. I mean, a lot of people knew him too that came to my parties because he was like, good friendly face that came in, always was smiling, like really good dude. And I met this other dude like 5 years ago. He's
Closer.
He's still a sergeant on the task force.
Got you.
So people call him like the Philly hip hop cop. He's like on like the rappers' videos and stuff. So he's
Really?
like dressed up in full uniform out front too. So it's like,
so that doesn't freak anybody out. Like, this dude's got the fucking cops
It does all
out
the
here.
time. People come up to the door and like they tell my doorman, they're like, yo, there's a cop outside, right? And they're like, nah, you're good, man. Like he's with us. Like it's straight.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, so that's like, it's pretty good that I have that to like be able to do these parties because I'm kind of promoting like underground stuff in like a public way, but just not putting the address out. So it's just, I got to try to make sure everything goes smooth, you know what I mean, any way possible.
So let me ask this: Why is it so? Why do you prefer doing it like that as opposed to booking a regular venue?
I just like it like that because like there's no, like Philly doesn't have any kind of after hours like space at all. Like there's a lot of shows that go on here, like a lot of different stuff, like like deep dubstep, like funk shows, there's like heavy bass shows, and all these shows all mainly end at 2:00. People still want to party, people still want to turn up, and I'm like the only spot that really has that to do. Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
right.
do little. No Love Philly, No Love Philly podcast.
I'm Steve with Just Juice.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm. I was actually like a late vending spot on there. Oh, okay.
What was the other one?
No Love Philly. Maybe Shane Weller.
Podcast.
Oh, I found it.
Got it. Awesome. So we're finally. I guess we're going to be official now with the wristbands.
I think what was it, like 2 tickets right with the spot, because I have him also. Or what is it?
It just says Steve.
Yeah, that.
I'll just add.
So you were saying, so people are still trying to party after 3 or
Yeah, well,
after 2
I actually
or
and I
whatever
go
it
out
is.
and I like exit flyer myself too. Like, so I'll leave the party midway. I make sure everything's going all right. I have like my boys setting up, either doing the bar. I have my door people. I have people inside doing
Thank
other
you so much.
stuff, and I leave to go and to go exit flyer myself because like other people kind of just want to like here we go, here's the flyer, here's this, here's that. Where like you really gotta have like the energy in it, and I'm like out front just like acting like a fool.
For sure. So I used to do shows, not late night parties or whatever, but I would throw shows, and would throw shows pre MySpace, right?
Oh wow.
So that meant you fucking had to exit flyer, homeboy.
Yeah.
Like there was no
yeah.
other. That meant, so what I would do is I would actually go to all the cars in that parking lot of whatever venue, and I would fucking flyer their
Damn
cars.
right.
I would wait the motherfuckers to come out, and I would hand out flyers that way, dude.
Now what would this be, like day of show, or like this was like for weeks leading up to?
Oh, dude, no. I would plan like 6 weeks before. I would write down every major show that was going on
Yeah, that's
in my scene at that time, and I would go nightly, and I would hand these fucking things out, man.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, dude. So it started off, I started off doing a public access show called the AMP Show that promoted local bands passing through El Paso, Texas. And to get that off the ground, just the fact that it was on public access, I had to advertise that because who else is going to fucking watch it?
Right.
So you'd have to go to fucking shows and be like, hey, dude, I got this fucking TV show. Would you like to be on it? Check it out and watch the episodes. And fucking it built up after that. But to make money or get something going on with that, you had to throw shows and do stuff like, which sometimes you would lose, but
Yeah.
And it probably worked out way less than minimum wage with all the exit flyering and going to shows and shit.
Yeah.
But I know that struggle. So you still find that medium effective?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely I haven't really thought about it, but now that I think about it, like after doing like so much for it and like putting in mad time, it might be like below minimum wage based on the amount of hours spent on it, but the time is like worth it for me to do because I'm like cultivating like times for people are creating memories, they're meeting people and stuff. Like this stuff's kind of like priceless to me.
100%. I would say in the long run it absolutely pays itself off. The reason is because you're getting that face-to-face contact with somebody, right? They know you know what I mean? You're the dude that gave them the flyer. You're the dude that they've seen.
Yeah.
So when they see you at the show, they're, oh, I fucking know that. And there's that connection there. Like you may have had a conversation with somebody, or you may have helped somebody out, or something along the line, but you're building this network of people just through doing those flyers. So you don't see anything during those man hours at that moment, right? It might feel like a loss. But a year, 2 year down the line, after you've met these 2,000, 3,000 people and have built this little community, then it's 100%.
I think that's definitely where I'm at in it too, because I've been doing it for like right about that amount of time, like 2-3 years of actually like exit flyering and like really trying to like cultivate it instead of just like throwing it just because I wanted to in the beginning. Kind of, it was just like I didn't care about like the money of it. Like I just wanted to do it to like create a good time for people. And yeah, man, it's definitely good though.
So you are just right now focusing on electronic music, is that right?
Yeah, electronic music is like really where I'm at. Like a lot of like heavy bass stuff. I've been really looking to try to get like bands in there too. It's just that's like a whole separate thing to try to like to cultivate.
Whole different community.
Like it really is. I think I would have like the network for it. It's just kind of something I have to like put 2 feet forward and like just try it out one time. So
yeah, man. So this warehouse, this is your warehouse that you lease out on a monthly basis, or is it your warehouse
like
that you do on nightly?
Like no, it's like my spot now. So like I have the spot, like it's mine. I built like a couple different little rooms in the back and stuff, like just to have as like chill spaces too, like separate from the party and everything. We got like sick graffiti like everywhere. Like my boys are from Delaware, Shaw, Derek, Mike. They did like crazy like pieces in here. Like they do it in Delaware and Philly, and they did like a Rampage piece in like the background. It's like with them, like they did like the Philly skyline. I think I definitely got some pictures of it here. But it's these dudes do like incredible stuff. So like the whole spot is like tagged up in like graffiti too.
So is this all you do now? Has this become like your?
Like my life, yeah. It basically is like it's like an everyday thing. I'm just trying to like, what can I do this week? You know, I even try to put some events on like my own days too, like not after party stuff. So you know, then I'm like really trying to pull the crowd harder because it's like people aren't already out all night. You know, trying to like party afterward. It's like you really got to pull them out. So
Wait, hold on. So are you telling me? Maybe I misunderstood part of this.
Go ahead.
Are you telling me that you go to other places that are ending at 2, flyering and trying to get them to come to your spot?
Damn right.
Shut the fuck up,
I
dude.
swear to God.
Does that work, bro?
Bro, that super works. Like we just had, so I booked these 2 dudes, and like a lot of people knew of them, and this like
You're gonna have to hold it even closer now.
There's
yes.
There's like a couple different clubs. There's like the Fillmore, like District 9, Electric Factory, like they all do stuff. But I'm there at like 1:45, just like posted right up front, just like, here we go, after party, the night is young, let's get it. And, like, I'm
Really,
just,
bro?
Like, going hard.
No
like,
fucking
and there's
shit.
massive
That's what
amounts
you're
of people.
doing.
Dun, 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 dun. Like,
Whoa.
so I hit every single person that walks out the door.
Wow, dude. And so, all right. So I'm assuming you're encountering like, I don't know. I want to say 100 to 200 people each venue. Maybe more?
Nah. There's like the last party we did, there was like 1,300 people
No.
there.
Pause. When you're going to these clubs and people are leaving.
People are leaving, and I'm just like in the middle of like the shitstorm, just like screaming at
How
everybody.
many people do you think you get?
Well, we had like 100, like maybe 120 people last Saturday. I did that, and we wound up having like 400 people. So like,
whoa.
it's not the ratio is like, you know, you would think you get more, but like it's
Close,
really
close,
hard to
close.
try to like get some people to like, you know, try to come afterward and like turn up and go do something that they didn't even know they were gonna do in the beginning of their night. You know what I mean?
Bro, that is interesting as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That is interesting as fuck.
Yeah.
Wow, man. And so you've been doing that for 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, all the time. Like I do like 3 or 4 parties a month at this spot.
So what are these? They're just all electronic shit.
It's like all, I try to book like different shit. Like I'll have like some nights I'll have like drum and bass and like house, you know, techno, but mostly I just stick to like dubstep, trap, like kind of vibe of shit.
So the places you're targeting, they're already throwing like dub house trap shit.
Well,
That's
I booked a show my show based on what's going on beforehand. So like if there's like a big house DJ in town, like I'm booking house. I'm booking like the Bangarang people that are set up over there. Like I know a couple of the homies on there, so I'll book them, you know, to play, because it's like you're still cultivating the same sound, you know. And then when I'm exit flying, people are asking like, you know, what's going to be played and stuff, like they want to hear what they were just hearing, you know. Or it's a lot of multi-genre shit though. Like I don't really try to book like the same sound all night.
Wow, dude.
I try to like force people to listen to new sounds.
Wow, dude. And what's the capacity of your spot?
To be honest, we haven't, like 400 was like the most we had in there. So I think we could probably fit like 600 in there if we wanted to. So
Right.
I'm trying to get up to that, but like
So
slowly but
do
surely.
you have a day job anymore, or is this it?
Like this is it, bro.
Bro, that's it.
That's it.
That's crazy.
And now I'm
homie.
starting the juice business too, because now like, you know, I'm just not like satisfied with like during a week. Like I want to like put something else, like put a new grind in, you know, and just keep making avenues, and sooner or later like either one of them's gonna hit, or I just got a whole bunch of different avenues like being consistent, you know what I mean?
Well, fuck yeah, bro. Props to you. So what's the name of the venue again?
I really don't have a name on it. Like it's literally next to a body shop. Like you wouldn't know this was shit at all. If you didn't like get the address from me, you wouldn't even know it was a place
Got
at
it.
all.
So people aren't like ever like, well, this is sketchy. Like,
I'm sure they are. Yeah, like is you don't like it, you just get the address and you just see the cop outside. Like that's how like I tell people. I'm sure a couple people have been like, "Yo, I'm not going in there." And, like I've deterred away. You know what I mean? So
it's a trap, bro. It's a trap.
yeah.
Wow, man. Well, fuck, dude. That is really interesting shit, man.
Thanks,
That is
bro.
some hustle, bro. I respect and admire that hustle. That is real shit, bro. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to mention?
Nah,
Do you have anything coming up that you want people to know about?
Yeah, next Friday we got a show. Message Jus Glo on Facebook if you guys want to come.
Jus Glo on Facebook.
JUS space GLO, no T, no W.
All right.
So if you guys want to come check it out or ask me some questions.
How many nights a week are you open?
Like once a week.
Once a week?
Normally once a week. If not, we'll do like every other week.
Got it.
So it's crazy. It's actually the first time I've done like a podcast or even like talked about any of the shit I'd be doing like this openly.
Right,
it's like,
right.
It's like underground shit, you know what I mean? So even
uncharted
when people have
territory
asked
for
me
sure.
before, I've just kind of been like, I'm all right. Like, so this is actually cool, man.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was nice meeting you. I'll be staying in touch,
We're
all
gonna
right?
get it in, bro.
All right.